the top of the table over in the Bundesliga. That's right, Bayern München still remain top of that bloody pops. But can they be caught this weekend with Bayer Leverkusen just 8 points adrift? Can they close that to just 5? We'll take a look at it, all of it, next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. It's all about match number 24, that's right, over in the Bundesliga. And we'll get to it in a second. If you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe button. You want to subscribe for Bundesliga, blabbing over as world football. We're going to all here under one roof. That's right, Bayern still remaining out on top as they look to regain the title over in Germany's top flight. But can they be caught this weekend? We'll showcase you what's going on in a second. Big shout out to the members. Big shout out to the Patreons. You know who you are. What we're going to do now, though, is revisit those last weekend's games. It was a shitter for Gladbach, but bring you back up to date with the Superbru, and of course look forward to this weekend's action. So sit tight, guys. We're coming at you right about now. That's right. Recapping the results. That's right. How did you guys get on? Well, we'll showcase you in a second. In fact, there they are right here, right now. Freiburg with a big 5-0 win over Werder Bremen. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Meanwhile, Leverkusen with a 2-0 win over Holstein Kiel. I went with a 3-1 win. My boys Mönchengladbach shit the bed against Augsburg, 3-0 loss. There, I went with a home win. Wolfsburg and Bochum drew 1-1. I went with a 1-0 win. Mainz with a 2-0 win over St. Pauli. I went with a 2-1 win myself. Dortmund with a 6-0 win over Union Berlin. I went with a 3-0 win. Leipzig only drew with Heidenheim 2-2, but I got the right amount of goals. I went with a 3-1 win. Bayern with a 4-0 win over Frankfurt. I went with the 4-2 win. Hoffenheim and Stuttgart also drew. I went with the away win on that one. So that's my, of course, predictions there, guys. What about yours? We'll showcase you those in a second. The table looks a little bit like this, though. Bayern still kicking ass and taking names. 8 points clear over Leverkusen, who've just lost once this season. Frankie are in third. Freiburg are in fourth. Going down, it's Kiel, it's Bochum, it's Heidenheim. But of course, the race for European football is hot to bloody trot. We'll showcase you, of course, the next round of games in a second. A quick look at this Superbru. And of course, this is the state of play right now. Ultra Omamira kicking ass and taking names, 14 points this past weekend. Russell Frosty up there in second with 13. Saki's up there as well with 11.5. Where am I? I've fallen off the heat. Did I get my predictions in? There I am with 6. Grim stuff. Which, of course, that 6 has put me outside the top 10, which is an absolute stinker. I'm down. I think I'm 11th across the board here in Spain, over in Italy, and now in Germany. I'm in 11th. We need to get back into the top 10 at least. But no, I kicks ass right now, 202. Of course, Ultra Omir at 199.5, and then Teyabi is in bronze, of course. Those are my Picarinos. Those are yours as well. We'll see how you guys get on next time around, then, shall we? We're now looking forward to these next round of games. Before that, recap of the link to get involved with the Prediction League is on the screen right about now. You can join still, and if you got more right between now and the end of the season, you could still win. Oh, yes, it's doable. Anyway, these are the next round of games, and they're coming at you this coming Friday, the 28th of Feb. We start with Friday night, Stuttgart up against Frankfurt. A bit of a ding-dong classic, this one, over at the MHP Arena. Coming into this under Sebastian Hoeneß, they are 7th in the table, 36 points for the season, just 1 defeat in the last 4. Up against Bayern, out of any company's boys are unbeaten in at least the last 6, 83% form and tip at the top of the table. Of course, they have played Stuttgart 68 times since 1992, 11 wins for Stuttgart. We got 47 wins for Bayern. There's been 10 draws between the two sides. Last time around over at Stuttgart, it was a 3-1 win way back in May 2024. That was for Stuttgart. The reverse fixture at Bayern, it was a 4-0 win back in October. Bayern on the back of that 4-0 win over Frankie. Stuttgart with that 1-1 draw against Hoffenheim. The bookies, though, 4-1 is your Stuttgart, 13-9 on is your Bayern, 17-5 is the draw. We are going 2-1 win Bayern, unfortunately, because this would have been a great opportunity for Leverkusen to close in. Let's go to Bochum. Nope, we're going to St. Pauli. That's right, up against Dortmund. Wow, over the Marathon Stadion, St. Pauli and Alexander Blezin, 15th for the table, winless in the last 4. They got 21 points for the season. Up against Dortmund, Niko Kovac is there. They've won 3, they've lost 2 in the last 6. There's a draw in there as well. 10th in the table, 32 points for the season. They played 13 times since 1995. 1 win for St. Pauli, 11 wins for Dortmund. There's been 1 draw between the two sides. Last time around over at St. Pauli in the league, it was a 2. What was it? What the heck was it? It was I don't even know. It was a 3-1 win for Dortmund back in September 2010. The reverse fixture, a 2-1 win for Dortmund over at the Signal Iduna Park back in October. Dortmund on the back of that 6-0 win over Union Berlin. They make it back-to-back clean sheets. St. Pauli on the back of that 2-0 loss to Mainz. They haven't scored a goal in the last 3. The odds, though, for this 60-5 is your St. Pauli. 11-10 on is your Dortmund. 14-5, of course, is the draw. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Dortmund on this one to take it to the mixer. Bochum up against Hoffenheim. Let's get into this one. At the Vonovia Ruhrstadion, Bochum under Dieter Hecking. 60 for the table, 17 points of the season. The great escape. That's right. 3 games without a loss right now. 42% form for them. Up against Hoffenheim, Christian Ilsner. Back-to-back games without a loss. They're 14th for the table. 22 points for the season. They played Bochum 14 times since 2008. 8 wins Bochum, 6 wins Hoffenheim. 0 draws between the two sides. Last time around at Bochum was a 3-2 win for Bochum back in April 2024. In fact, the last 5 matches have gone with the home side. So we could be in for another banger here. Bochum on the back of that 1-1 draw away to Wolfsburg. Hoffenheim on the back of that 1-1 draw to Stuttgart at home. The odds for this one, 16-11 is your Bochum, 15-8 is your Hoffenheim, 19-7 is the draw. I don't think I've gone with it. I've gone with the Bochum victory. Yes, I have. 2-1 winners this coming weekend. Werder Bremen. I was going to say Bochum will not lose this game. I was going to go, I thought I went with the draw, but no, I went with the victory. Meanwhile, Werder Bremen up against Wolfsburg in the Battle of the W's at the Wasserstadion. That's right, Werder Bremen under Oli Werner. They've lost 4 on the spin up against Wolfsburg under Ralf Hasenhüttl. Unbeaten in the last 5, but they've drawn 4 of that last 5. They are 8th right now, 34 points for the season. They have played each other 58 times since 1997. 26 wins for Bremen, 21 wins for Wolfsburg. There's been 11 draws between the two sides. Last time around over at Bremen, it was a 2-0 win for Wolfsburg back in March 2024. The reverse fixture at Wolfsburg, 6 goals in. It was a 4-2 win for Bremen. Goodness gracious me. Bremen on the back of that 2-1 loss to one of my old clubs. Not my old clubs. They were late neighbours when we lived in Germany. Bielefeld, 2-1 winners for Bielefeld in the DFB Pokal. Wolfsburg drawing with Bochum most recently. The odds right here, right now. What are we looking at? We're looking at Bremen, 13-8 for the victory. 17-10 is the away win. 11-4 is the draw. We're going draw on this one as well. Pretty much even Stevens across the board. Frankie, they're up against, what are they? No, it's not Frankie. It's RB Leipzig up against Mainz. Coming out to the Red Bull Arena. Leipzig under Marco Rose. Just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are still 6th with 38 points of the season. Mainz under Bo Henriksen. Just 1 defeat in the last 5. They have played 17 times since 2016. 8 wins Leipzig, 5 wins Mainz. There's been 4 draws between the two sides. Last time around, over at Leipzig, was a 0-0 draw back in March 2024. The reverse fixture in Mainz, 2-0 winners it was for Leipzig. They make it back-to-back clean sheets. Leipzig on the back of that 2-2 draw against Heidenheim. Mainz on the back of that 2-0 win over St. Pauli. They haven't conceded a goal in the last 3. They've got back-to-back wins. It's pretty cooking right now. The odds for this one, what are we looking at? We're looking at, 14-13 on is your Leipzig. They're favoured. 60-5 is the away win. It's Mainz. 31-11 or 3-1 is your draw here. Going with a 3-0 win Leipzig to boost their top 4 hopes. Heidenheim up against my boys Borussia Mönchengladbach, taking place over at Heidenheim on the 1st of March. The Voltsoth Arena. Heidenheim under Frank Schmidt. They are 17th right now, 15 points for the season, just 1 win in the last 6. Up against Gladbach under Gerard Cedrino, just 1 defeat in the last 5. They're 58% form for them over the last 6. 9th right now, 34 points for the season. They played Heidenheim 6 times in 2011. There's been 5 wins for Mönchengladbach. There's been nothing for Heidenheim. There's been 1 draw, though, between the two sides. Last time around at this venue, it was that 1-1 draw way back in March 2024. Reverse fixture, a 3-2 win for Gladbach back in October this season. Gladbach on the back of that 3-0 home loss to Augsburg. Heidenheim on the back of that 2-2 away draw to Leipzig. The odds for this one, 59-29 is your Heidenheim. What's that? I don't even know. 11-8 is your Gladbach. 30-5 is the draw. I'm going 2-1 winners. Got back my boys and hopefully getting back into that European discussion. Frankie, though, they're taking on Leverkusen. This could be a massive dent, humongous dent in the championship race, in the title race. So the Deutsche Bank Park is the venue. Frankfurt, who are 3rd, 42 points for the season. Just 1 win, though, in the last 6. Up against Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso, who are 2nd, 50 points. We're unbeaten in at least the last 6, probably more than that. 55 times they have played since 1992. 16 wins for Frankie, 31 wins for Leverkusen. There's been 8 draws between the two sides. Last time around, over at Frankie, it was a 5-1 win for Leverkusen back in May 2024. The reverse fixture, a 2-1 win for Leverkusen back in October. And that makes it 4 wins on the spin for Leverkusen. Leverkusen on the back of that 2-0 win over Kiel. Let's make it 3 clean sheets on the spin. Frankie did lose heavily to Bayern most recently. The odds right here, right now, Frankie are 50-4 for the victory, 13-10 on is your Leverkusen, and 3-1 is the draw. I'm going 2-0 winners for the champions at the moment, taking the points to the house. Into the last couple of games here, Union Berlin up against Holstein Kiel, coming there, Alda Alten, Fulsterei, Stefan Baumgart's Union Berlin are 13th right now, just 1 win in the last 5 up against Holstein Kiel. Under Marcel Rapp, they're 18th right now, 13 points for the season. They have played 14 times since 2004, 6 wins Berlin, 5 wins Kiel, 3 draws between the two sides. Last time around in competitive action, at this very venue, it was a 2-0 win for Union Berlin back in September 2018. That was in the Zweite Bundesliga. The reverse fixture this season in Kiel was a 2-0 win for Berlin back in October. Holstein Kiel on the back of that 2-0 loss to Leverkusen. Union Berlin losing 6-0 to Dortmund most recently. The odds for this one, what are we looking at? We're looking at 13-8 on is your Berlin, 23-5 is your Holstein Kiel, 70-5 is, of course, the draw. We're going 2-1 winners, Berlin, to the house. And then finally, it is Augsburg. It is Freiburg. It's coming at you at the WK Arena. Augsburg under Jesse Todd up 11th in the table, 31 points for the season. They just lost once in the last 6. Against Freiburg under Julian Schuster, who are 4th, and they've won 4 on the spin. 67% form for them over the last 6. They played each other 33 times since 2006. 8 wins Augsburg, 17 wins Freiburg, 8 draws between the two sides. Last time around, over at Augsburg, it was a 2-1 win for Augsburg back in around about this time last season, 25th of Feb. The reverse fixture, a 3-1 win for Freiburg in Freiburg back in October. Freiburg on the back of that 5-0 win over Bremen, back-to-back clean sheets, 3 clean sheets, 4 clean sheets on the spin for Freiburg. Up against Augsburg, 3-0 winners over Gladbach. They've got 3 clean sheets on the mouse. Could be one of those nil-nils, guys. I can smell it. 28-17 is the Augsburg. 20-11 is your Freiburg. 12-5 is the draw. I'm going 2-1 winners. Shockerino for Augsburg. That's right. Who are slightly favoured according to the bookies. That, my friends, is my picks. If I'm right, this is what the table will look like. Is that gap bigger? I don't think so. Still 7, maybe 8 points there. Frankie are in 3rd. Leipzig are in 4th. And that gap is closing. Even Mainz have gone outside sniff for Champions League next round. Holstein Kiel, Heidenheim, and while those 2 are going down, Bochum are in that playoff mixer. That's my picks. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash the like. We'll see you soon, of course, on the other side. But until then, we are done.